What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Dropping back, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Pauling. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Makes the grab. It's good. Finding open areas. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
Looking for block. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Motion from the back. Grab behind the line. It's locked. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. They go to the ground. Quick step and go. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll try to power it in. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the Mounts.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Ohio State is currently trailing, but If this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. Got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Release to the back. This one's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame 14, North Carolina 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On the ground, it's Love. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Complete to start this drive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Lopez to pass. Works the middle. Good, solid tackle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The Tar Heels are on the move. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he could do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion. Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense, so when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Bob. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you're setting yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, You don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
The snap sets up to throw. Lets it fly. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to punch it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
North Carolina, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lopez to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they've got it in the red zone at the 16.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Grabbed behind the line. It's low. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Tries to get it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Lopez lost to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He gets a hand on it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, another big incompletion on third down now, and if you're the head coach, I wonder if you start thinking about making a change at quarterback because you don't have any points. You haven't been able to find any rhythm in the passing game. You're in the second half now, and you've got to be able to find a spark, and you just wonder if...
Going over the top. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel.
Another ball is knocked free. Touchdown, Irish! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over Maryland. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Lopez to pass. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the 3rd quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Hey, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, we might see a shot play. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And some room to work. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Snap it to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Incomplete. First down for the offense.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Got it behind the line. It's Paulin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Notre Dame 63, North Carolina 0.
So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Tar Heels are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Right down the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught behind the line. It's Love. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pauling. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him to screen quickly, see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Leaves it with the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
On third down, going up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Goes to the option. Oh, out of space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things.